5.1 nth roots and rational exponents. So in this section, there are some questions involving how do you change a radical to a rational exponent. And the first problem is to simplify square root of a. Square root of a can be written in a different form, and that form has a rational exponent instead of a radical. A lot of times, rational exponents are easier to work with than radicals. So you want to change form from radical to rational exponent. And that's what this first one is all about, is changing. Now, if there was a power here, like a third root or fourth root, then you would write it as 1 over 3 or 1 over 4. Now, the other type of question is to solve for x. Let's say you have x squared equals a. You can take the 1/2 power to both sides, which means that you end up with x is equal to plus or minus a to the 1/2. Remember, when you take things to the 1/2, the 1/4, then you have to remember to put the plus or minus in, because either number, positive or negative, when you substitute in for when you substitute in for x, then that left side will equal the right side. All right, so the main principle is if you have it in a form, if you have a number in the form a to the m divided by n, we can rewrite that as a to the 1 over n to the power of m. So you're going to want to divide that down so you know how to simplify. Also, remember negative exponents, we get rid of the negative by putting 1 over the positive exponent. So when it asks to evaluate each expression, I'm going to change the form. It's 16 to the 1/2 all to the third power by definition. And if you multiply this out, you get 3/2. So 16 to the 1/2 is 4, to the third is 64. Doing this, you would have changing it to a positive exponent, 32 to the 3/5. And I want to change that one more time, so it's going to be 32 to the 1/5 all to the third power. That means that 32 to the 1/5 is what times itself 5 times is 32. That answer is 2. And so it's going to be 1 over 2 cubed, which equals 1 over 8. Secondly, what you are asked to do here is evaluate using a graphing calculator And so when you do this, you would take 9 and then use the caret sign, parenthesis 1 divided by 5. And if you're following along, I'm going to do that using parentheses and ending up with approximately 1.55 to 2 decimal places, which is what it's asking for. And we'll go into solving equations in the next video.